Zodiac signs and their artistic talent. Aries, death metal. This fire sign wants nothing more than to smash through the competition. Although that's rarely acceptable in today's society unless you find some sort of a loophole. Luckily, death metal combines highly alert music with venues where people can be aggressive towards each other, out of their own volition. What better way to unwind after a long day at your corporate job? Taurus, food poetry. If food poetry isn't a thing yet, I'm counting on my fellow Taurus people to invent it. With their way with words and sensual feelings towards food, they could definitely come up with something worthwhile. The terms and conditions of this talent are still pretty hazy. Maybe they can write fantastic poetry about food? Maybe they can write it with food. Write up haikus and call them sushi? Gemini, theater. What is theater if not deception? With this in mind, I bet we can all agree that's Gemini's special talent. This dual nature sign can step into any role, and their breezy, sociable attitude is just what's needed for a terrific career on stage. Plus, the theater would allow them to hold their never-ending monologues without annoying everyone at the dinner table, as they usually do. Cancer, drama. Drama is pretty much the same as theater, but only a lot sadder. Cancers are as deceptive as Geminis, but they cry a lot more often. Thus, a career on stage is what I recommend, especially if they're going to hunt after those roles which will send the audience into a deep depression. No one can destroy your spirits quite like a Cancer going through a minor inconvenience. A theater audience, at least, is actively looking to have their feelings exploited. Virgo, color-coding. With Virgo's determination, they could successfully learn at any art medium and quickly surpass anyone who relies on talent alone. Devotion is better than talent any day, and Virgo knows that. However, today we're talking about innate talents, and there's nothing that Virgos are better at, artistically speaking, than organizing. Their music libraries are absolute masterpieces, and their color-coded bookshelves could easily be put on display at the Louvre Museum. Leo, interpretive dance. Leos are made out of explosive passion and creativity. They are the very definition of expressive, which you can witness firsthand during every fight they have with a person working the cash register at the supermarket. Even when they're completely silent, which is rarely the case, you'll be able to tell exactly what a Leo is feeling through their gestures alone. For this reason, I can think of no better way for them to share their talent with the world than interpretive dancing. Careless whisper, anyone? Libra, makeup art. Shifting appearances is what Libras are best at, which is why many of them go the makeup artist route. However, their need to comply with societal standards usually hinders their creativity. Most often than not, Libras are way too concerned with being liked, which makes them wary of taking too many creative risks. But if they were brave enough to let their freak flag fly, they would discover a never-ending source of creativity within them. Go wild, Libra. Paint some Louis Vuitton logos on your face next time you go out. Scorpio, black magic sigils. I'm not sure when the whole sigil craze started, but we've all probably seen some variations of those on Pinterest so far. Most of them look pretty crappy, but there's some out there that are actually quite beautiful. I bet those were made by no other than the Zodiac's appointed wizard, Scorpio. Their fascination with the occult and the mysterious dark forces behind their actions allow them to draw gorgeous sigils, spell-casting circles, and whatever else the kids are doing these days. They might be useless, but at least they keep Scorpios busy enough not to set anything on fire. Sagittarius, travel photography. I completely agree that the world doesn't need another travel photographer. There are only so many pictures of the Leaning Tower of Pisa that humanity is able to support. Yet, Sagittarius is one of those signs that will dive deep into a city's heart wherever they're traveling. If they can bring a camera along with them, I'm sure they can bless us all with a myriad of masterpieces by the end of the night. There are no more original angles from which you can take a picture of the Eiffel Tower, but I bet there's some magnificent bathrooms in some obscure pubs that have never seen a camera. Capricorn, Excel spreadsheets. If you've ever seen one of these Excel drawings, you already know that it was probably the work of a Capricorn. Since they're already so good at reporting, it's a small step towards Excel art. All they need to do is take some time off their usual productive activities and turn that into something as useless as Excel art. Will they? Probably not. What a waste of talent. Aquarius. Handcrafted tinfoil hats. Aquarius is the only sign who can make surfing on 4chan a fashion, and that's a talent they should tap into. It's seldom you see someone trying so hard to distance themselves from the mainstream trends and still managing to fall into a crippling cliché. Either way, this sign could successfully start a business crafting personalized tinfoil hats for the people. This way, they could satisfy their need to be the savior of humanity while still being bizarre enough for everyone to avoid them. Pisces. Fortune-telling. I say fortune-telling, you say scamming. Potato, potato, tomato, tomato. Yet, being able to convince people that you can read their fortune or that you have premonition dreams is, indeed, a talent worth recognizing. A Pisces native will carefully set up their stage by lighting incense sticks, wearing some weird hippie outfit, and chanting God knows what. Then they will mesmerize you with some spiritual quotes and convince you that they've got the old gods of the pantheon on speed dial. And if that's not art, I don't know what is. Thank you for watching the video. Please like, share, and subscribe to get all the updates.